Yup, that's me, your typical Asian cursed with straight, thick, dark hair, or as I like to say, STD hair. You could say it was a little rough growing up in regards to my confidence in talking to girls and stuff, but who wouldn't? I mean, look at that haircut. Bro, that wasn't helping. But over the last year, I've developed a step-by-step solution and formula that cured me from my straight hair and has been seen by millions across the world. And now, it's time for me to save those of you who suffer from STD like how I did. It's just a green perm. That's literally the whole video. But if you guys want to see how I do it, then keep on. I know what you guys are all thinking. Mac, how do I get my hair to look exactly like yours? And Mac, will this help me talk to girls? Anyways, this is my plan. So first I'm going to go over how I get my hair cut and what I ask for at the salon. Then we're going to go over my perm and what type of perm I get. And then lastly, we're going to talk about how I style and take care of my hair. So the haircut style that I have right now is a mix between a 2-block or undercut and a mullet. So a 2-block or undercut, basically the same thing, depends on what salon or barber you go to. It's basically when the top of your hair is long and the sides are shorter and it disconnects hard somewhere on the side, so it doesn't quite blend softly into the longer hair. It goes from long hair right down to short hair. And then the mullet is that the back is also grown out just a little bit more than the sides, so it gives it like a mullet kind of look from the side, but from the front it looks like a 2-block or undercut. My hair past my eyes basically to the end of my nose. And what I like about my haircut is that the sides blend in with the back and the back blends in basically with the top. Alright, now let's go over how I get my hair permed and what type of perm it is. I've been getting my hair permed since 2018, which might explain the reason why my hair has been falling out a little bit, but it's fine. What I have now is called a Korean perm. Basically, a Korean perm is the type of perm that makes your hair look more soft and wavy instead of like stiff and springy like how some of those other perms look like. What is a perm and how does it work? It's basically when you permanently alter your hair to change from either straight to curly or curly to straight. Obviously, I'm going from straight hair to curly hair, and the way that works is basically just like this. So what happens is that alkaline solution of ammonium thioglycolate, also known as perm salt, is added to the hair. The excess ammonia present in the solution breaks down the disulfide bonds present in your hair's keratin protein, causing the hair cuticles to open. This allows your hair to soften and become more pliable. The hair is then wrapped around a rod and treated with an oxidizing solution of hydrogen peroxide. This closes the hair cuticles, allowing the disulfide bonds to reform, but now they've been mechanically reshaped to curls. It really makes sense when it's science. Alright, I know none of you dorks understood a word I just said, so I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step process of how I get my perm done. And I'm going to explain it to you in monkey terms, and who better to explain it than a monkey herself? Zab, say hi.
Okay, hi, I guess. Well, look at how long your hair is. What are you, a girl? Oh, wow, jump scare. So we start off with putting in the solution, the first solution, that's the perm solution for the Korean perm. Bro is not even Korean. And it's wrapped around these rods so that we get that curl. And then he's sitting here for around 20 minutes looking dumb. Look at that. Egg. Then the second solution gets put in, and that's the one that kind of makes sure that the curl stays. And then he sits there looking like a little old lady under that heat lamp thing for another 20 minutes. Okay, let's get these rods out and hair rinsed. So clean and dried. Okay, and a little trim so you can look a little pretty. Very clean transition. Am I supposed to keep? Okay, I'm supposed to keep going. Mac, for some reason, doesn't own a shower cap, so we are going to be using a plastic bag. You know what? But I fuck with the reduce, reuse, recycle. Day 2. Wow, looking rough as ever. But you know what? What did I expect? You're also not supposed to get your hair wet after the perm, just so that it can really, the curls can really set. Day 3, just looking worse day by day. Wow, and you know what? By day 4, we are looking somewhat presentable. Very nice, very cute. Good job.
If you made it to this part of the video, this is the ratio to those of you who watch my videos that are subscribed and not subscribed. Please subscribe. All right, now let's go over how I style and take care of my hair. This is what my hair looks like out of bed. I use this, put some water in it, and then I also put a couple sprays of this into this. Nobody has told me to do this. I heard that sea salt spray is good for your hair for like getting volume, but I put this in it. And then I put like 4 or 5, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into here, and mix it. And then I spray down my hair. If using a spray bottle like this, oftentimes you're just gonna get the ends of your hair wet, and then the root, like near your scalp, doesn't ever get wet, and then it's still hard to like do and style your hair. So you're gonna get the water all the way down into the end, and then massage it in so that all my hair is like damp. Also, when I'm touching my hair, I'm always doing like a scratching or like an itching motion or in circular motions, because if you're constantly running your fingers through your hair all the time, that's gonna make your perm not last as long. Once you know all of your hair is damp, even the ones at the roots, now it's time to get started. These are the two products that I use. These two. My friend Cedric made a YouTube video about perms a while ago, and he recommended these two. He did a lot of research and I ended up getting it, and they've been working really well for me. I'll link his video down below. He said that you use this first and it helps with like your hair health. I put that much. Rub it together. And then for this, I'm just thinking about getting it to all of my hair. I'm trying to get this all the way through to the scalp. But once again, I'm not like running my fingers through my hair, right? I'm trying to be gentle. All right, and then we go in with these jelly soft curls. Apparently this is not supposed to be too harmful for your hair. If you're paying a lot of money for getting your perm, obviously you want it to last, and this is supposed to be, you know what, not too bad for it. So I put like that much on, rub that through, and then for this, we're gonna be scrunching it into your hair. So you're gonna scrunch it up like this. And you have to make sure that you're getting the ends here. Oftentimes, I don't. And obviously, I prioritize like the front of my hair. I try to get most of the product like in here. All right, and then after you have it all in your hair, you style it. Obviously, I usually rock the middle part. Try to be gentle, and you're going to part your hair down the middle. This looks relatively right, and my hair's still damp, and you're just gonna let it air dry. So after you like it, like enough, obviously I don't like love it right now, it's kind of like flat right here, but after you get it in the right position, you're not gonna touch it, and you're just gonna let it air dry for like 30 minutes, and then it'll be fine. So do not touch your hair for 30 minutes. And you know what else takes around 30 minutes? A game of League. This is why I don't talk to girls. So after 30 minutes, this is what my hair looks like. And yeah, this is how I do my hair basically every day. So the last thing I want to go over is any commonly asked questions or concerns about perms. A really important thing to keep in mind when you're getting a perm is that you have to prepare yourself not to like it initially right after. I've gotten a perm so many times, and every single time I've not liked it initially because it changes your appearance and it changes the way you look. The curls are either too tight or too loose or too whatever. But you should always give yourself like a week or two to adjust to the hair. And then I promise you guys, 99% of the time you guys are gonna actually like it afterwards. But the first couple days, and especially right after you get the perm, expect not to like it. Just give it a chance. When I go into the salon, I ask for a loose and wavy perm, and I really emphasize the loose and wavy because sometimes I just don't clarify how loose I want it, and sometimes I get my hair way too curly, and then I'm left looking something like this. So I make it very clear that I want my hair to be loose and wavy. I tell them I style my hair down the middle. I usually have some hair like in front of my forehead, and then I have it out to the sides. That may or may not affect the way that they perm your hair. I don't know. Right after you guys get a perm, you guys are not gonna touch it or wash it or play with it or anything for 3 days. That's why you guys saw me right after I got the perm. I had that plastic bag over my head because I don't have like a shower cap or whatever, so I had to make do with not getting my hair wet. Do not wash it for 3 days. Also, yes, the rumors are true. The perm solution does stink. Smells like eggs, rotten eggs. And the fact that you're not washing your hair for 3 days, you're gonna be an extra stinky boy or girl. You're gonna have to deal with it, all right? No pulling girls, no dates, or no nothing on those 3 days. So basically what everyone does, if you guys don't already know, you usually schedule your perm at the end of the week, so on a Thursday or Friday, so that you have the weekend to just marinate with the perm and get stinky and have your bed head for the whole day. So then by Monday, you can actually take a shower and not be so stinky and gross looking and all that stuff. So before you schedule your perm, just make sure you have 3 days after that you don't have anything important, you don't need to go talk to anybody. And the whole perming process takes around 1 to 3 hours, depending on how busy the salon is. So make sure you guys are setting aside enough time throughout your day to get it done. Make sure those phones are charged so that you guys stay busy during that 1 to 3 hours. It's been a long time since I've gone to a barbershop. I usually only go to salons now. For me at least, I feel like salons do a better job at styling and shaping your hair the way that I want it. Unless it's a barber that you trust that gives you a cut on the sides that you guys like, I suggest you guys go to salons just because I think they're more experts on the styling side of things. How much do perms cost? I've seen them range from $50 to around $200. The perms that I get are around $135 to $150. $150, which is very expensive. And especially when you get it done over and over again within the year, it adds up like very fast. But the best advice I have for you guys is you basically get what you pay for. If you're paying for a $50 perm, I don't know, I think my expectations would just be not as high. So make sure you guys are doing your research and getting recommendations on what salons and barbers you guys should go to. How long should your hair be before getting a perm? If you want like a looser and wavier perm, you're gonna need longer hair because the rods are gonna be thicker. You're gonna need enough hair to wrap around a thicker rod. Tighter perms obviously use smaller rods, but I guess a good rule of thumb is just make sure that your hair is like past your eyes, and I think you'll be fine. Remember that perms are permanent to the hair that gets treated. So the hair that I have right now is all perm. It has all been treated, so all of it is technically just a little bit curly, but it doesn't change your DNA, right? So like the new hair that's growing out of my head is growing straight. So it depends on how fast your hair grows, but for me, my perm usually lasts around 3 to 5 months before I want to get it cut or re-permed again. If you guys have any other questions, let me know down in the comments. I'll try to get back to you. I made this video because it's probably my highest requested video to make, and there's not that many videos and tutorials on YouTube about perms and how to style them. I wanted to do that for you guys. Click here to watch another one of my videos that YouTube thinks you'll love. And I think it actually thinks you're gonna love it, so click it. Mac, you're so smart. Mac, you totally didn't waste your time learning about this stuff all for nothing.